hatch.
Yeah.
Or for the trigger. So I got the right hatch, or a hatch wire, but not the right one. Like it was triggering with it, but not the one we needed.
Were you triggered?
I was very
He was
triggered.
a little triggered, yeah.
I fucking hate Fords.
Sometimes it happens to the best of us, you know?
Get triggered.
It's alright.
You get a little triggered.
I'm still on the leaderboard, so that's all I care
prefer to
about.
get triggered, you know?
Whoa.
Triggered, not triggered.
I took a Friday off, but I imagine it'll take me like a day and a half to get back up to 1, I guess. I don't know.
No. I am surprised that we're competing with all the guys who have been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah, all the Carloses and stuff? Like, is he counting all of them, or?
No, just the Sioux Falls crew. Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Iowa City.
Fair enough. I was like,
So-
dang, or is it all of Chad's guys? But no, that makes more sense. But it's fine. I'll be at the car care tomorrow because there's like a bunch of Kias to do. So maybe have a little 20 car day tomorrow if I'm lucky.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Be dope.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, live. Welcome in to Velocity Entertainment, where each and every Monday we gather around this table. We talk about news that includes, but is not limited to what?
That was like the easiest, like, child-friendly intro we've ever had.
You know, I got to try and get these subs. You know, we can't be talking about gross stuff when we come on live. We got to rope these people in, get them subscribed, and then we start talking about the gross stuff. Yeah,
Okay, so
there you
kind
go.
of like Katy Perry, starting off as a Christian singer and then shaking her tatas.
She was shaking her tatas from the get-go, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sweater puppies.
Oh, sorry, wrong word. Yes, yeah.
I just remembered something that made me kind of sad.
Yeah, well, huh?
I work like 13 hours tomorrow, and it's my birthday.
Yeah, but, you know,
This is what happens when you're in your 30s. Like,
I'll come see you at some point after work and
can we take a rumpy shot together?
probably eat dinner out there with you. Hopefully it's not
As far as I know, Tally's taking Tyson for the night. She's going to have him here, but just because me and him are both terrified of her cat, so neither of us want to go to her house.
Yeah, and he can hang out with me too if she wants to go home. Like, it's fine. He goes to bed almost
Fairly
immediately after you leave.
Yeah,
anyway.
the main thing
So
I
it's
needed, well, I work at like noon.
fair.
The main thing I needed from her was to pick him up from school and bring him here and hang out with him. But maybe after dinner she can go home and.
Happy coming into this hellhole day.
Who that is?
Devin.
Oh, what up, Devin?
I don't know what that means, but it's your birthday, I imagine.
Tomorrow, yeah. Birthday.
Tomorrow's his birthday. Today he's not special at all. You know, he's just today he's only
Today
10
I'm
or
just
else.
a four-time
The
VFT champ.
four-time VFT champion.
Gang shit.
If you like the show, remember, go to twitch.tv/velocitypod where you can subscribe to the podcast. That's the best way to help us out. We use all of that subscription money to do things like buying new microphones, new cameras, all sorts of fun stuff for the podcast. We got a list.
Flying in
But
people
you can
like-
also just follow the podcast and interact with us live in the chat when we talk about our subjects every single week, like we are today when we rank 50 of the Star Wars characters. I mean, 50 of the most popular, I would imagine.
Holy shit, you got 50 on the list?
Well,
That's a chunky
It's
one.
a website that supplies the list now, so I don't need to download any pictures.
Pretty cool.
It's very
Okay,
cool.
okay.
Yeah, it's very cool. And they do every list. Like, fucking, you Google it and you can find a list that you like. So I think we're going to be using this one moving forward, just so I don't have to download and move pictures and stuff anymore. Saves me a lot of trouble. If you're more of an audio podcast listener, that's okay too, because on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, you can search for Velocity Entertainment and find over 200 episodes to enjoy and binge watch. Go back to the oldies, you know?
And tell
Don't
everyone,
do that if you don't, you know?
tell everyone that the Longest Yard should have won the sports movie tournament.
Never fails. You turn your hat backwards and say the dumbest shit. I swear.
You know something stupid about
So,
that.
as soon as he turns that hat backwards.
Turns that
It's kind of
hat
like Ash
back.
Ketchum. Like,
you
I'm
like
just
my,
trying
do
to
you
like,
like my hat?
maybe you should turn it around like me and say something smart then.
Be cool if you could wear it, but you have to win it.
Whose name's on there first?
Whose name's on there 4 times? Oh, you suck.
Are you the
Oh
Tom
boy,
Brady?
oh
I
boy.
am the Tom. I am the Tom Brady. Can we get rings?
No.
I
If you want to buy rings for everybody, you certainly can. You just got to order a bunch of like those spider Halloween rings. And then like spray paint them gold.
You know, that actually would be pretty cool. Oh, we're going to do a VFT Halloween episode.
And we did 2 of them last year.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do like the 4 podcasts of Halloween again this year. That was a fun little gimmick. You know, every Monday we did a different Halloween themed episode. So I always like it. I'm, of course, your host, Kyle Leonard, but joining me, we have the long hair, don't care, Thug Nasty, dropping them in the dirt, laying down the hurt, the all-knowing, almost Samoan, dishing out crosses, taking no losses, 4-time VFT champion, Tanner Els.
Hey, Zach.
This place is a hellhole.
We have the Auburn Wonder, tearing haters asunder. When you see the lightning, prepare for the thunder and lock up your G-darn waifus. It's the 3-time VFT champion.
I thought it was 2.
Yeah,
No, it's 3.
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
No, I think it's 3.
Well, there's 4 on here, and he's only one of them.
Well, I stopped writing in names after a while.
He put tallies on there.
Yeah,
Well,
started
guess
putting
what?
tallies in because it was going to be like way too much.
Lock
in
up
there.
your G-darn waifus, but you can leave your crown out. He can't take it anyway.
Leave your crown. Lock up your G-darn waifus so long as they're not wearing a crown. Zach Lynn.
That one was too good. I'm sorry. I like said it, and then I had to be like, no, poor Zach.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight again.
Yeah.
I do that a lot recently, so
Yeah, well, you know, you spent a lot of time with Tanner.
yeah.
If you weren't familiar, on Saturday we did a 12-hour marathon stream from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. We played video games. We played games. VFT. We did Nintendo 64, all sorts of good, fun Xbox games, and it was a blast. Thanks to those of you who subscribed during that show to help us get to that 10:30 mark.
And thanks to Johnny
dope.
and Blake and
Yeah, dude.
what's
big
his name
time.
again? Who's the other one who showed up?
Michael.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we never see him anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He just got that super AIDS, and he just kind of faded from my memory a little bit. He was in the bar yesterday, though. Him and that,
Yeah,
him and
yeah.
his-
After because they came and did like a workout.
Yeah, him and his lady friend came and hung out for a couple hours. They had a good time.
I thought it was a guy.
She was not a guy. She's a very nice lady.
Damn. Okay.
He got up to go. I thought it was funny too. He got up to go to the bathroom, and as soon as he did, I went over there and I put my hands to the bar. I'm like, "What are your intentions with my boyfriend?" And she looked at me.
Did
She
you
was
really?
like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Good, keep it that way." Needless to say, we had a little fun yesterday.
Oh man, yeah. I had like 2 private sessions yesterday, and boy, let me tell you, the gym was the fucking place to be.
Yeah.
So on a Sunday?
Dude, like everybody kept coming in. I'm like, go away, dude. We're not even open right now, technically. Like, what is everybody in the world doing here?
Well, it's a hangout joint now.
But it's okay. Like, I only tease about it, but
I want to hang out on the Sunday.
Well, it's good that everyone's showing up to it.
yeah,
It's
yeah. I mean, I'm not arguing about it. It's just like from like 4 to 6. I'm just like working with people. So like, if y'all can fuck off from like that time, so that we have the space, that'd be great. But it is what it is. I just like to complain, you know.
you got any fights coming up for 605?
Yeah, May 10th. We got a few people fighting this coming
Is
weekend.
that Florida?
No,
What?
that's the 17th and the 18th.
Yeah. Mike's
This
going
one's
to
in
that
Sioux
one.
City.
Mike's going to Florida to corner Nick
Jason
and Jason.
Jason and Nick. Yep.
Damn. Okay.
He was like, "Hey, come to Florida and corner." I'm like, "When?" He's like, 2 weeks. And I'm like, "Nice try. That's yeah, okay." Like, I love Florida. I go there all the time.
Yeah, May 10th in Sioux City. I think Sam Martinez and Kelly and Ethan are all fighting. So we should at least walk away with 2 wins.
All the wins.
I mean, I hope we go 3-0, but you know, it's kind of hard to coach Kelly. So,
We can go 3-1.
but that's not what today's show is about. Today we're going to be ranking Star Wars characters for Revenge of the 5th. If you missed it yesterday, of course, it was May the 4th. It's like Star Wars Day. And then you got Revenge of the 5th. I was like, it would have been cool to do this podcast on the 4th, but you know, since we missed it, we can't.
Are we ranking Sith then?
It's just
Characters.
characters.
Okay.
You'll see. It's like 50.
Sure, it's a
just
broad
pop.
umbrella. It's going to be some Jedi, some Sith, and some just cool ass people, I'm assuming.
Me's are gonna be happy about this one's.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't look through the list of who was
Looking
here.
at you, Nick.
But before we do that, Tanner saw Sinners last weekend.
Uh oh.
Ignore that shit.
I'm sorry.
Was that Dad? Your dad?
No. Billion.
Zach's got 17 different car keys in his car on accident, and they're calling him right now.
It is probably. They've been asking me all day about car keys. I'm like, nope. Look at the list that I have to put down for all my keys I take.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Other than that, what'd you think of that movie, and how else did your week go? Or what did you
So
do?
I got to see 2 movies this week. One with you,
Mm-hmm.
and one with Tally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start with Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was awesome. I feel like it is probably the best Marvel movie since Infinity War, Endgame, somewhere around there. Like, we have not got something this good in quite a while.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
It's tied. I'd say it's better. It's better than.
It's a very good movie.
Yeah, it's very good.
I did write a review, but it's on my phone on my charger. So.
Definitely one of the more emotional movies, and
yeah, it's like sneaky.
Sneaky like just like had
It's
me
like,
like tearing up and shit, dude.
Sneaky,
Yeah,
very good. I do have a review I'll post online afterwards. I did leave it in the room, unfortunately, but it's got a velocity score of a 9, which is fucking incredible.
yeah.
Very, very good. I've seen it twice now. Hoping to go a third time maybe this week.
That's exactly it.
Just because like there's the one scene with Elena's speech at the end that like I just love to watch.
Yeah.
And like I can't find it online anywhere.
It's also, dude, the way they shoot
Yet.
some of this stuff, like they did it a little bit in Multiverse of Madness, but it's like going from frame to frame, from like house to street to like it's like memories.
Right.
They do it in Multiverse of Madness one time, and it looks really cool. They like perfected it in this one,
Right.
and I fucking love that part.
Yeah, no, you got Florence Pugh out there, an Oscar-winning actress. You're giving her like good lines to chew up, and she's fucking doing it, dude. Like this is her movie, and she's killing it. Like
Wait,
very,
is this
very
Sinners or Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I believe it's got a velocity 9 out of 10. I don't believe, I know it does, because yeah, it's really, really awesome. The guy who did the music for
That face.
I forgot, but he won an Oscar for the music for the movie that he did last.
Lord of the Rings.
No, recently. Did the music for this, and the music in this.
Did we not get Worm Tongue, dude? Lost sleep over that.
We
Dude.
were all going for characters that don't start off.
I was just thinking
evil,
of
but
super
like, you know what?
menacing
He
looking people,
looks-
dude.
I said
sketchy.
people that you know you can't trust.
By look,
I
yeah.
did not say good guys that you cannot trust.
I was going people that just have the look of like, I can't trust that person.
Exactly.
And that's why I think I was like, and I was thinking of villains too. And I think the reason that I strayed off of just villains is he's not like a main villain. He's like the villain's pet. And I just wasn't. I'm like I would
Also,
think
you know-
I would think Saruman before I would think him.
Also,
know?
you know what?
Yeah,
I'm surprised it wasn't on that list. Mysterio from Spider-Man: Far From Home. He would have been a good one to be on that list.
Oh.
You know, because like he
Sort
tries to
of
trick you the
lies.
entire time, and like if you're a comic reader, obviously you know like he can't be trusted. But I guess like that reveal fooled a lot of people. Like I went to that movie with my buddy Jesse, and like he hadn't read comics, watched cartoons. He didn't know much about Spider-Man lore aside from the MCU. And yeah, when Mysterio like turns, he like looks at me and he's like,
What?
"Are you kidding me?" I was like, "No, dude, I'm not kidding you." And neither is he.
Neither is he.
But yeah, 9 out of 10 velocity score for Thunderbolts. Go check out that movie. It's definitely worth it to go see it in the movie theater.
I thought about this quite a bit this week too. I was like, man, I think Thunderbolts might be better than Sinners. I'm on the opposite side now. The more that I thought about it, but both movies we fucking got to eat this week, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Both of those movies are bangers. However, I am gonna put Sinners.
Yeah, Sinner's a better
above.
movie.
Yeah, it's a better movie.
But like, yeah, I mean, I think it's written to be more artsy, and this one's written to be a little bit more actiony.
I can't remember who chose Sinners. Was like at the bottom of our draft pick, and that put you way ahead of everyone.
Yeah, he did.
I should be in first place right now. We'll see. We'll see if it stays that way. I do have Fantastic Four on my list. 2 months away, baby. No spoilers for Thunderbolts, but
You and Blake might be a bit far to catch him, and I just need a couple lucky movies to like even just be near him. So we'll see.
yeah, Blake is not catching up.
Blake is not
He's
catching
got like 3 40s in a row.
Blake ain't catching shit.
Also, I think I figured out how we could do the MCU in review if we wanted. In the future, of course. We'd have to do it on our own time, but like rank a list basically of our ranking, like how you would rank all of the movies, and then like I'll plug it into like a generator on the computer, and it'll generate an average, and then we'll just make an episode of reading that average. and then
Oh,
from there on,
You're getting me a little stiffy over here because I love Excel spreadsheets. I will definitely make one of those if you.
I mean, yeah.
Zach's
all we
like,
would have
Excel
to do- all we would
spreadsheets
have
make
to
me
do-
hard.
Yeah, all we would have to do is just separately each make a list. Like, here's my number 1 through 60 or however fucking many MCU movies there are now.
Could you break it down by phase? I mean, like the first 4 movies of Phase 1, last 4 movies of Phase 1. Make it like little chunks, but still that would
It's still like fucking
8
11
weeks.
episodes.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best way to do it, just to get caught up. Just one episode where we've all voted on our own time, and then we plug it into a generator to see what the official ranking is. Then we take our time during the episode to read that ranking, and see how much we agree or disagree with where they all end up. And then at the end of the episode, be like, okay, cool, that's the ranking.
Yeah.
That's how we all voted. Tune in next Sunday when we do Fantastic Four.
Okay.
And then we're done with MCU until it comes back for Doomsday.
Be cool.
I think that'd be the fastest, easiest way to do it. It'd be 2
like,
episodes, Fantastic Four.
It's like Iron Man 1 would be like 2, 3, 4, and then we just do an average. So that'd be what 7, 8
Yeah, but like with all.
divided by 3, which would be about 2.
Yeah, you lost me. I just plug it in. I just plug it into the
No,
computer.
Numbers.
Yeah, like
I just plug
That's
it
why I'm
into the
saying, like,
computer. Let the computer
God,
do
like-
the work.
that's why I'm getting a little excited. Like I'll make this.
You can do the numbers part. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Falsity of comments. He's drawing 7s on a board.
Fours. They're
Fours.
fours. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
science.
science.
Let's go.
Fuck you, science. Yeah, Sinners. You also saw Sinners. What did you give me a little breakdown of your thoughts on that?
I have a hard time thinking there's going to be a movie that's better than that this year.
This year, probably not.
Better than Thunderbolts.
Yes. Yeah, I had to think about it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
close, but yeah,
Well, because we got a 95,
98.
98.
98, and then Thunderbolts I think dropped a little bit.
Yeah, it started
but
at a 95, and I think it's sitting at 88, 89 right now, which is still very good.
That movie is, I was saying to Tally when we watched it too, because it was weird, because I was like, okay, I know that there's vampires, but in like the build up to getting to the vampires, you don't have an inkling of like, oh, there's vampires coming. This is South, Jim Crow laws, guys trying to like make some money, like hustlers from Chicago in the South.
Right.
Very cool setup, very cool for the time period as a piece, and then Irish vampires. Like, yeah.
Can you give a non-spoiler synopsis of Sinners as best as you can?
No.
No, not really.
I love how
You kind of just did.
Yeah,
honestly.
like that. But yeah, it's like vampires come, and then think of, what is it, From Dusk Till Dawn, but with, former slaves and, segregated people in the South, and then Irish vampires coming to a place where they're having a good time to try to turn everyone to vampires.
Yeah, and also like the role that like music can play in this movie, very good.
Yeah.
The underlining tones of like blues music, and how like
And literally the best scene.
and
ever
how like
made.
some people have like the ability to like open doors to another world with their talent in blues and stuff, and they play with that a lot. But sometimes when you're opening doors and stuff and drawing that kind of energy, you attract evil.
So it's not just the music that the audience is hearing; it's actually the music being played
Yes.
in the movie
It's
itself.
like diegetic.
And there's definitely
So-
they set a tone with like in the beginning it's like church and like Southern Baptist like church style stuff, and then it's like basically the guy's like, you keep knocking on that door, something's gonna answer.
Mhm.
And then throughout the night you see people that are just kind of like shirking their duties, having a good time, like not worried about tomorrow and like what it invites in,
and then
kind of.
invites in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But very good, very, very good movie. He'll give it a watch tomorrow.
The stuff that
Yeah,
they
do
put
it,
in this
man.
movie and the stuff that they like underlying like kind of sneak in there is it's incredible. It's probably one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Very good, man. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to beat it for this year for sure.
Zach
It's- yeah.
gives it a 4. There's black people in it. So.
2 Michael B.
He's-
Jordans?
He goes.
Bad enough I had to
he
sit
goes,
through
"Wait
one
a
in
minute.
Creed.
Why'd the Irish vampires have to die?
No, I think it's funny they say Irish vampires because I always make fun of like Irish people are like daywalkers. We can't go out in sunlight.
That's
Literally, like I'm gonna be burned by tomorrow.
Neither can these ones. So
Yeah. The only reason why the Irish haven't taken over the world.
might as well be a vampire. Might as well be a vampire and live forever. You can't go
Wow,
out in the sun
Zach, what a
anyway.
jerk, dude. You are. You're such a jerk, man.
Whom?
That's what Devin said. You're a jerk.
He also said that you're a doo-doo head.
I mean, nothing wrong on that because I mean,
Waiting to see where you're going with this.
okay. I'm gonna
Try and reel it back. Try and save it. Go ahead, Zach. Try and
I
save
don't
it.
think I can.
Try and save it, Zach. I dare you. I gotta make sure this is turned off so that it turns on. Gang stuff, dog.
Gang. Feel my crown, baby. I'm sure it's centered. What happens if just I never lose again? I just win every VFT from here on out.
I was thinking about in the future, and I have to play with how it would work, but I was thinking about doing like a 5-episode like season of the VFT, and then like a season finale where I give like Mario Kart like bonus stars or something at the end, and then like whoever's got the most stars at the 6th finale episode wins the entire like.
You do that, and I'll buy a belt.
That would be cool. Belt would be cool. Belt would be cool.
Has nothing to do with fighting. I'm gonna hang it up at the gym anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are of course gonna be ranking. Oh man, it took Tanner's camera away again. Look at that. No, Tanner. Oh, it's all frozen now. Dang, what a fucking mess all of this is.
That site probably.
No, all the cameras are frozen. Everything's frozen. Give me a second. I'm going to try and reset the cameras. And there, mine's back. I'm going to get Tanner. Zach's back.
Zach can come back last, probably.
God damn, you can even tell how fucking burnt I am. Damn.
That's the lighting. You aren't even burned. You're just ginger.
Why would it go and do something like that? I hate fucking cameras and technology, man.
Technology's terrible.
Holy! All right, and then there's just Tanner's, which isn't showing up at all, which is kind of pissing me off. But we'll live.
It looks like it's off.
I'm trying. It's reading it, so like it's here.
She's being a big dumb dummy.
Mm-hmm. There it is. All right, perfect. Now it's back. That was really weird. Whatever. What do you want? Cameras and stuff suck. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 50 Star Wars characters right here. And we're gonna rank them. Jesus fucking Christ! I'm frozen again. We're about 10 seconds away from me giving up on this fucking podcast. So it's not worth it. All of the 0 subscriptions we've gotten in the last 2 fucking years is not worth all of this headache. Ah! Why won't you just work? Yeah, I don't know. All right, looks like everybody's fine, I guess. For now, until somebody fucking does something, looks at it funny, I guess.
I'm not even gonna look at it at all.
Yeah, don't look at it at all.
Yeah.
I guess. What do you want? Let's just do this before it fucks up again, I guess. I don't know if it's gonna even let us go through it all. All right, we have an S, A, B, C, D, and F tier. And then we have 50 characters here. Some we probably know, some we probably don't know.
I always just want to yank these S's out real quick.
Most we probably know. We're gonna wait. All right,
Go down there and get my boy Yoda out there, all right?
Yoda and S
throw him
tier
an S.
already.
Do you want to have this argument with me, Zach?
If Yoda's not an S tier, then like,
Well, yeah,
I
who the
would
fuck
say
is?
A. He's not that
then,
integral.
like who's an S tier to you, Zach? You know?
Yeah.
Because I agree, Yoda's definitely an S tier character. You disagree? Let's hear an argument.
Give me
Like
an
if not Yoda, then who?
I think he allows the Sith to rise to power. He does
You know,
absolutely
he did.
nothing.
He did not see that they had clouded.
Like-
Whatever. Fuck
Okay.
that. He's still the best.
Well, then we have 0 S tier characters because they all fucking allowed the
Well,
Sith.
he even said like he looked at Anakin like, "Ooh, something's wrong with this kid." Fine, all right.
He still is.
Let's do it. Let's give him a shot,
He
I
still
guess.
But he does have the line in Return of the Jedi where he's like, "You will be." He's like, "I'm not scared." It's like, "You will be." I guess I kind of lean more towards Yoda in like Empire and Return because he's real cool in those.
And he's a puppet. I love the
I do or
Muppets.
do
All right,
not,
you got,
you know,
you got me.
No,
there's
Because
you
he's,
guys absolutely hate the Clone Wars movie, but do you see him flipping through the air and fighting fucking Count Dooku and shit, dude?
I mean, we see it.
Badass. S tier. That was what my ranking was off completely, so.
Who should we go with next? Is there any other S tier character you want to get out of the way here? Looking at all of these guys.
we put Lando. He's so cool. I'm good with him being S tier.
Yeah, but he has that weird thing at the end of the newest one where he's like trying to like fuck that like stormtrooper girl, and I don't like it.
Wait,
I
what?
also haven't finished the Clone Wars like animated series, so I feel like a lot of these are I'm gonna miss.
There's a couple of Asajj Ventress is there. I
know
think
that.
Rex is in here somewhere. Cad Bane's in there. There's a couple Clone Wars characters, but nobody too
Damn,
crazy.
dude. So knowing what we know about Qui-Gon after he dies, is he an X? No. Where do we put him?
I want to put him at S.
Putting Qui-Gon at that.
Yeah, I've always liked his character because he was more of a gray Jedi. He wasn't a.
Your grading scale's fucked.
Okay, Grey Jedi don't exist.
Oh my god.
Your
Well, that's because
grading
Disney
scale
like
is
retconned a
fucked.
bunch of shit.
This guy doesn't want Yoda at SB, wants Qui-Gon up there. Grow up.
Well, I mean, what's the argument against it? Like, you can't just say like, "Oh, I don't want it there." You gotta argue against it. Like, why not?
He also bullies it.
all of my opinions are going to be based on like lightsaber battles. So
He just
loses
lose.
the-
Yeah. But he does bully
Maul smoked that fool.
Jar Jar a bunch, if that helps it out.
I did like his character in Phantom Menace. He was fun. I think if you go based off of the whole lore, though, he knew a lot more about the bad stuff that was happening and didn't do anything about it than Yoda did, probably.
Oh, shit. No, he is right on that B tier for.
Did I change you? Did I
Yeah.
change you?
Switching
Oh,
it
let's
up
go.
to B on us?
No, because like at least he's.
Oh man, Ahsoka. Yeah, we're gonna get to Ahsoka. Let's do Ahsoka right now. I'm gonna just put her in A right now, but we can discuss. Again, you guys not really like Clone Wars guys, right?
I wasn't. No, I'm on the second season, but I kind of
So like
Oh.
most of what you know about Ahsoka is just from her TV show.
yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. I think Ahsoka's an S tier character. I think she's written as one
wouldn't
of the
argue.
best characters in the entire Clone Wars show.
I would.
And
Also, dual short lightsabers.
yeah, dual short lightsabers,
Okay,
very
done.
awesome.
She shows up. She has her own Ahsoka TV series. What's the one with Ezra and them? I can't remember the name of it.
Ezra.
Like live action?
No, it's like
Oh,
the
Rebels.
Rebels. Yeah, I think she also pops up in there and she fights.
Darth Maul
Yeah.
and Darth Vader.
And Darth Vader.
Yeah,
That was
she's
a fun
very
fight.
she's a very well written character and probably one of the best like character arcs in Star Wars because like Star Wars is pretty famous for like I don't know, characters kind of just being one way.
Yeah, because she gives up in the Jedi Order after like a slaughter of innocents or something like that. I can't remember in the Clone Wars on
Yeah,
that.
she was
It's so
kind of
long.
wrongfully accused of some stuff and yeah, kind of just turned her back on the Jedi Order afterwards. Yeah. I can't see your name on YouTube in the chat. So sorry if I can't call you out, my man, but I definitely agree she's an S tier character. I agree with you on that one. Oh man, let's just do this next in a row because Holden is here. And
So-
I think this character is dog water, dude.
She doesn't give anyone any clue of what her plan was.
Am I wrong in thinking? Now I'm a little higher on the new trilogy than the fan base is. You know, I'm not like
Oh, so you're not an F tier, but at least a D or above.
I'm not saying it's like the worst dog crap in the world. Like there's some
What
really
he's
good
saying
moments, but there's some really
compared-
bad moments.
To the other two, it's pretty bad, but it's not also like the worst thing out there. It's not as
But
bad as people make it seem.
What I'm getting to is, am I alone in thinking that like this probably should have been like Carrie Fisher's character? You know, like maybe she should have been the one to fly that thing through the destroyer.
Maybe she was until she got a little in real life.
That's what I mean. Like they
Yeah.
kept her in the fucking movie after she died. Like she had died, so it was like, why didn't they just like give her off this hero send off right here, and then not have to worry about all the CGI and stuff they did in the entire next movie? That's my arguing point. Like your argument's backwards. You're like maybe they did plan on this until she died. It's like why Why would that? It's like they should have planned on her going
Well, no,
ahead.
I'm saying like
until
Carrie
she
Fisher
died.
was, and they just switch it up real quick.
Yeah, I just think that she should have had this hero ending instead of Holden here. With that being said, F.
I'm good with
Hate
that.
it, dude. So in the whole Last Jedi, Poe like starts this resistance because she just won't tell him what the plan is. If she just would have been like pulled him aside and been like, "Hey, dude, we're gonna take the escape pods to that planet over there," he'd be like, "Oh, bet, good idea."
And we're gonna try.
Instead he's like, "Hey, we're scared. Can we know kind of what the plan is?" And she's like, "You better watch your fucking mouth, pretty boy," and then walks off. And I'm like, "What the fuck? This character's terrible, dude.
She could be F. She could be F.
His character is terrible. I hate her, dude." All right, we got Anakin Skywalker here. Looks like we got hot long-haired Anakin from Revenge of the Sith.
So, do we have
That's
Darth
Daddy-
Vader
that's
on here
Daddy
also?
Anakin.
What's that?
Do we also have Darth Vader
He's
on
in
there?
here.
Okay, so it's two different characters then,
You
really.
have to separate them.
Okay.
I'm looking, but I saw him a little
Yeah,
bit ago.
I
I
did
don't know
too.
where he's
Oh
at,
yeah,
but-
he's, dead
oh,
center.
yeah, right next to.
I still got to put Anakin at like S. He's
Yeah,
just
the cocky.
the most powerful fucking Jedi.
Yeah, I mean I'm lower on it.
A for Anakin.
You know how I knew you were gonna be lower on it? When I said that and you crossed your arms.
Listen, like I don't wanna-
Listen.
It gets everywhere. It's so coarse.
Listen.
Yeah, dude. I
we're
mean,
ranking.
come on.
We're ranking
There's a-
long-haired daddy Anakin.
No, that's just Anakin. And there's a moment in these movies where he looks at Padme and he's like, "If Obi-Wan saw me do that, he would be very grumpy." That's a line that this Anakin Skywalker said to a woman that he had a crush on.
Wasn't she
So
like
in
also
that,
like
I'm a little
12 years
lower on
older
him.
than
I think everybody thinks he's like super badass and cool, and I just kind of think he's like, I get that he was supposed to be like ill-tempered and like rash, but like it more so just comes off as kind of like bitchy and
Not as
and-
bitchy as Kylo Ren.
frat boy kind of style.
not even just kind of like whiny bitch style. And like I get it, maybe that's the point. It's like, oh yeah, what they should have done in these movies, and people are going to disagree with me, they should have had a love triangle going on with Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme, and that's the reason he fucking wants to kill Obi-Wan.
That would have been interesting. I mean, I feel like that's what he kind of alludes to at the end. Is like, you took her from me,
He turned her against me.
turn her against me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I would actually kind of agree on that.
Because like his
that's-
turns out of nowhere, it's like, okay, yeah, he like kills Mace Windu, and he feels bad about it, but then he immediately goes and slaughters 10-year-olds without fucking batting an eye, and it's just, I just
Well, his
don't buy
eyes
the
change
I
colors.
just don't buy the
His
turn.
eyes changed color.
Yeah.
Just don't buy the turn. But I am outvoted here. I don't like Anakin at S, but I will survive.
Who is the bald goth girl?
That is Asajj Ventress from the Clone Wars.
Is she like a spider?
No, but she also has dual red lightsabers, which is
Is
pretty
that what
cool.
I'm thinking? Why am I thinking of her having like extra limbs or something? I don't know.
That's Grievous.
I believe she's one of the apprentices of Tyrannus, if I remember correctly. It has been a decade since I've watched the Clone
That's
Wars.
Palpatine, correct?
No, that's Dooku.
Who's Tyrannus then?
Dooku.
Oh.
Yeah, Dooku's his real name, like
Okay,
Anakin.
sorry.
And Tyrannus is his Darth name, like Vader. It's very confusing in the movies too.
I
makes
don't know
me
who that
very
is, so
lumpy.
you're gonna have to solo this yourself, just like the great Star Wars movie.
I thought she was a badass.
Don't
I'm
you
not-
dare talk to me about Solo being a great movie.
Yeah, you put your fucking hand down.
She's not as.
She a badass, but I don't have a ton of experience with her.
I just think, in my opinion, I think Qui-Gon is A, and she's B. But she's not cooler than Qui-Gon, so I can't put her on the same level as Qui-Gon. In my opinion. What do you think in chat, man? What do you think? Since it's just us, basically, that have watched the Clone Wars. Personally, if it was me, I would move Qui-Gon up to A. I can't do that. And then I would put her at B, but I'm going to have to put her at C for now just because I don't like her as much as I like my boy Liam, man. Qui-Gon would be S. Didn't you're the one that changed your mind? You're the one that changed your mind.
Shit.
Fuck, man.
I always forget that you can see who it is.
Right under your name, dude. Yeah, see, Devin agrees with me. Qui-Gon being A, man. Some would say Anakin might not have turned to the dark side had he been there to raise. I want to reassess Qui-Gon Jinn here. Let's put him in A, because this motherfucker knows he's about to die, and what does he do? He sits down and he starts fucking meditating.
How's he know he's about to die?
Because he's just he's a G, dude.
Yeah, he uses his hockey. Come on now.
I don't know if he knew he was gonna die, but he like takes that second in between those barriers in the Phantom Menace to just sit down and get right with his mind.
You don't do that before a fight.
That's like getting focused before a fight. That's not like I'm about to die. I'm gonna sit down. And
Yeah,
chill
but that's
for
such a baller ass thing to do. Like right before you're about to get it on with somebody.
And then you see
dude.
Darth Maul just pacing back and forth.
Yeah, dude.
Full of
Yeah,
hate.
we'll talk about Darth Maul when we get there. But
I'm fine with it. I won't bitch about it.
oh, I took a drink. I like that. If we move Qui-Gon to A, then Ventress can go to B, and I'm way more cool with that. All right, we got Grogu next.
Baby Yoda. I've only seen season one of The Mandalorian.
F. I don't know about F. He just has no feats yet, you know?
He's just there, dude. He's
F
a
for frogs.
backpack for like the entire thing.
Yeah, but look at how cute he is, man.
So is
and
he
then he like picks up that big like rhino thing.
Oh, we're going off cute.
Well, just it's one of the factors, yeah.
Just make sure you keep Daddy Anakin at
So
S,
is
alright?
is he just
cutest
the
of
same
them all.
species as Yoda, or is he Yoda
Yes.
descendant?
He's the same.
He's the same species as Yoda.
They just
I
don't
even
reach
know if
maturity
Jar
till,
Jar
like,
Binks
5.
is on this list, man. I don't even know.
I don't see him anywhere.
Fernando, I think you're out of luck. I don't think Jar Jar Binks has been included on this list that we found.
That
Rightfully
is
so.
so dumb.
This is what website is this? You can blame tiermaker.com. That's who you can blame. Not us. We didn't do it, I promise.
Oof.
I like Grogu a lot, man. And Tanner's mad cute.
Can we
I
say
just think
C?
I think C is pretty neutral because like he's done some stuff, but he hasn't had like any like big feats yet. Like in season 3, he does a lot more, obviously, like hopping around and shit. But I like C just because
Shit, there's
I like C.
3
C's fun.
seasons.
yeah.
'Cause I'm not-
and the
I'm
movie,
not
and
mad
the movie
at-
coming.
I'm not mad saying like he sucks or anything. I'm just like I just haven't.
He
seen
just
him
hasn't
do
really
anything.
done anything.
Yeah, because he's been a
Yeah.
backpack for 2 seasons and then kind of
Like it's a very cool character. Like he's eating those frogs. I love it. I love that episode where he's eating that like trying to eat that frog girl's babies or whatever, that fish girl's babies.
Oh my god!
You remember that one in like season 2?
Yeah, I just don't remember it like that in my head the way you said it.
He's like taking her to her homeworld or whatever. And she's like carrying a clutch of her eggs or whatever, and Grogu just keeps trying to like snatch them out there so he can eat them bitches.
Yeah.
I like Grogu a lot.
Some BB-8 S tier.
We got BB-8 S tier. Oh, dude,
The little flamethrower of like, well, I'll bring you to.
I'm finding a hard reason to not disagree with you because I really like BB-8.
Like he helps out just as much as R2-D2, but in a much more cool and fun way.
But I find it hard for me to put any droid in S tier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why? Because all those speeches, nothing. Like you've no idea what they're saying.
Beep 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 boop. What did I just say?
Zach's cool.
That's not what I said. Therefore, nothing will go in S tier for Rogue.
Yeah, BB-8's tough, man. BB-8's tough. He kind of gets like the same, like he kind of gets roped into the same trouble I get roped into with Grogu, where he just kind of really doesn't do anything. He's just kind of cute, you know.
Yeah.
But I like him more than Grogu, but I like him less than Qui-Gon. So I'm almost thinking like right in that B area for me.
I like B.
B for BB-8.
God, Jesus
B for
Christ.
BB-8. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at.
Hey, you guys did it to yourselves. I just want to point that out.
We did do that one. That's true. We got Boba Fett, dude. Here's my issue with Boba Fett. He gets put on a pretty high pedestal for a dude who got taken out like a bitch in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Really thought Boba Fett was the shit, and then you rewatch it, and you're like, a blind Han Solo bumps into him just bumbles and bumps into him, and then knocks him into the Sarlacc pit, and he dies.
Is Jango Fett on the list by chance?
He is indeed.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Jango Fett's definitely above Boba Fett.
It's still hard for me though. I still love.
He
Boba
has a
Fett.
cool fight with Obi-Wan.
Is it a cool fight?
Yeah,
Is
on
it a
that.
cool
It's
fight?
not. It's not Mustafar. It's the clone planet.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Genesis.
Genosis.
No, that's the. Oh, fuck.
It's Genosis.
It is Genosis.
Okay. I'm gonna say Boba Fett. You're gonna hate me when I say it, but B tier. He's cool. He's a cool bounty hunter.
You just want it there because it's Boba Fett.
Shit.
Beef for Boba Fett. I don't disagree.
That's why I said like you're gonna hate me when I say it. But, like I think C is a little bit too low for him. He's got a cool ship.
Hey, those are the guys from Fortnite. They are in Fortnite.
Oh,
What do you think, Tanner? B? Okay with B
Which
or
one? C-3PO?
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. Oh,
Boba Fett? Where? Knocks him into the Sarlacc pit. Don't forget that. Blind.
Taken out by Blind. That also starts with a B. So it's a bounty hunter. Boba
You
Fett.
like C?
Blind.
See, I like B. I like B more than C, so we'll go with B.
my hair got stuck
You
in
gotta
the,
put it in a bun,
the
bud.
sticky part.
I
of the
do
crown.
agree. Boba is overrated. I do agree. Everybody's like, "Oh man, he's the coolest shit in the world." When in reality, like he could have been. Like he's the coolest looking motherfucker in this movie. Like the way he looks. Oh man, he's a bad looking motherfucker. But then he gets bumped into by a guy and killed. Oh yeah, we got C-3PO next.
Oh, F tier. I'm good with saying F.
I
hate him.
like him more than
I like him as comedic relief. That's about it.
I like him more than Holdo, but I don't know if I like him more than Grogu. I'd say maybe on the same level as Grogu. Like he's good. He's good watching.
I don't mind D either.
I could feel him being okay at C. For C-3PO.
Not D for dialects that he knows.
D for droid.
Shut up,
D
man.
for droid. I like C, but
C.
hey, if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. You know.
I thought you said F, and I was saying D. And
He
you were
did
saying
say
C.
F.
I did say
So then we all meet in the middle of D.
All right.
that is a law of averages, right?
That's the law of average. I like C. I'm gonna bitch about it for a while, but that's okay.
Internet's gonna enjoy that one.
Any opinion anybody has on Star Wars ever on the internet is wrong.
Please tell me you're gonna screenshot this and put it on Facebook because
I'll make TikToks of it, but like we're gonna get like, oh, never fucking rank again and shit like that. You know, like what are these guys fucking idiots?
And we love it.
Star Wars fans are
they're
some of the
toxic.
worst, yeah, some of the worst people in the world. Not all of them. I think we found a good one in the chat right now. He's like, I'll respect the opinion, and I'm like, hey man, I appreciate that. You know,
Whoa, a respectful Star Wars fan.
it happens. You know,
Oof.
they can't all be
I mean, law
angry,
of averages.
angry
but
at everybody. All right, we got Cad Bane next. You guys probably only know Cad Bane from The Mandalorian, I imagine, right?
He's a fucking badass.
He's a bad motherfucker in everything he's in.
Yeah.
Personally, this is an S tier for me.
I was gonna say S for me. He's a badass dude.
I think he's one of my favorite characters.
The way they just mold him after like a Western gunslinger is fucking awesome.
I think he's one of my
Ooh.
favorite characters in Star
so
Wars lore.
he's a bounty hunter then,
Yeah,
correct?
He is indeed.
Okay.
With just like this really fucking badass, like deep voice. It's like, you should have known, Boba.
Similar to like a Clint Eastwood style.
Also,
He's the Dirty Harry.
Ooh.
real upset that fucking Boba Fett kills him. Anyway.
Spoilers. I'm just kidding.
Yo, dog. We're just doing clone.
I believe this is Rex.
Okay.
Who am I right in that? Am I right or wrong in thinking that this is Rex? I'm gonna be honest. All these clones look the same.
Ooh, I don't know if we can say that.
I'm not putting him at D. I'm just setting him there so I can look at him for a second. If it is Rex, I like it. I like a B.
I like a B.
I like
I think
B.
he's also in Rebels, and he was pretty cool. He was an older
Mm-hmm.
guy with. Is he also a part of the Bad Batch? Question mark.
No, the Bad Batch is a group of 5 clones that was their squadron or whatever.
Okay.
Was their like nickname. So I didn't watch season 2 of the Bad Batch. I don't know. I liked season 1, But then, like, I don't know. I just never really went back. We gotta watch Andor too. Season 2's out.
Yeah. Chop's been telling me good stuff.
Yeah, we gotta get on that. Speaking of which, Cassian Andor.
What is Andor about?
Good question.
Oh
I
God.
haven't watched it, so. But I hear real good things about the guy. I won't put him at S. Let's go. Put him at like A or B.
Ooh.
I really in Rogue One is the first time we see him. I really, really love all of his like. He's got some damn good lines in it where he's like, especially to Jin, who's like, "Hey man, we can't like be giving up and shit," and he's like, "Hey man, you don't get to just like decide now that you're in this fight. Like I've been fighting since I was 6 years old. Like I've been in this shit. I've been in the shit. I built this shit brick by brick."
Does he say that?
No.
Oh.
But he's like, "Hey man, I've been fighting since I was a kid. I don't need to be lectured by somebody just because you've now decided that this is real for you, you know?" Like and he's got a really good point in that movie. And then also I'm a big fan of like the sacrificial heroes mission, you know, like we know he's not going to make it out. So I agree. I like A for Cassian Andor.
Yep.
Not F. Not F, you jackass.
Well, we got quite a few of these left.
Yeah, let's start moving through these a little bit. Chewbacca.
S. Don't even argue with me. That's a beautiful, good boy with a heart of gold.
Oh man. Can we talk about how awful it is in fucking Solo when he's like, "Chewbacca? I'm not calling you that."
Yeah. I don't even think I fully watched that movie. I think I just was like, I'm distracted by everything around me because this movie's not good.
Yeah.
Blind Monk.
Yeah. Chatter? I forget his name. Yeah, Donnie Yen's character, also from Rogue One. This dude's a badass. I don't think it's quite S tier though. I don't think he's up there with the goats. I think he's really cool. He's probably my favorite character in Rogue One.
Oh, not the K5, right? Is that the robot?
K2SO.
Yeah, he's got to be like A. A, B. Interchangeable.
B for blind.
Forgot
Me.
his name.
B
C
for
tier.
blind?
I mean, Devin's got a good point. Forgot his name. It's fucking C tier.
Shit.
I like B. I don't think I like it.
Listen, it's Ip Man. You don't need to say any more than blind Ip Man, and we know who you're talking about.
All right, we got
Count Dooku S tier.
Fucker.
F
F for fucker, dude.
I think this character's cool. I think he was woefully underwritten and underutilized in the prequels. So yeah, I am also on the lower end with.
I love his lightsaber.
I think it's a very cool character, and he does get fleshed out a lot more as we talk about him in the Clone Wars. But like in the if we're talking about prequels, Tyrannus, then he's pretty low for me. I think I got him right there at D. I don't know what you guys think. But if we include the Clone Wars, which I don't know, maybe we should.
Well, Devin is saying A.
Yeah, he's very high. If I include everything that he gets fleshed out with in the Clone Wars, he definitely bumps up a lot higher for me.
I like him at like C. I just, he's everything he's in. I'm like, fuck this guy. I hate this guy.
Yeah,
And not because he's bad.
He's a
it's
space wizard.
When you put it that way, go ahead and put him at A.
Yes.
How now shall the world of the Star Wars fare against the union of Darth Tyrannus and Sauron? We don't know.
Well, the Star Wars are just Lord of the Rings, but in the future,
Have
right?
those posters always been touching?
Always.
See what I did there?
Always touching. We're always, even in Star Wars, we're always a stone's throw away from Lord of the Rings. That's my motto. I'm always 5 degrees of separation
It's
from
like the
Lord of the Rings from any subject,
The Fallout series is just a prequel to the Elder Scrolls series.
Maybe.
I hate it here.
Maybe it's the other way around. We got Darth Maul, boys.
You can't have him below the guy that killed him, just saying.
It's true.
Put him in the
he's-
high ground.
So he's at least. Oh God, we at least have to have him at A.
Yeah. Well, because he doesn't
We
die.
put-
I like how I just threw that rule in there because I wanted him high, and you
We
guys were like,
put-
well.
We put. Why does it look like when I put Chewbacca next to Maul, it's in the same frame? That's funny.
They're besties, actually.
We included Dooku's story in Clone Wars, so we have to include Maul's story in Clone Wars, and
Which
that
does put him
bumps
pretty
him,
high,
that bumps him up to S without a doubt.
Him and his little fucking, what's the dude in Wild Wild West? It's got like the tarantula machine body.
His brother.
Maybe that's what you were
He's on
thinking
this
of.
list too.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Tarantula body. He doesn't
man.
die in Phantom Menace.
Oh man, we got Vader. Uh oh, where'd he go?
Disappeared.
I don't know where I put him now.
He's down there like 4 in.
Oh yeah, okay. I was on my way to S and I got tripped up.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
you can lower that because look at his look at his fucking
I was
face.
ready to let you defend yourself. I was ready to let you defend
I said
yourself.
bring him down because he's like, oh,
I was I mean, hey, I wasn't gonna jump on you. I was gonna let you defend yourself, but like you wrong.
He's in 4 movies, technically. Then
He's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies.
well, I'm saying like Darth Vader, not just Anakin.
No, Darth Vader
And-
is in all 3 of the originals. He's in Revenge of the Sith. He's in Rogue One. He's in,
shit.
I guess, the Obi-Wan series, if you want to count
he has
that.
an Obi-Wan series. Yep.
And then I don't
Ahsoka?
think
Is
I
he
don't
in
think
Ahsoka?
I don't
He's
think
in
he-
Rebels.
He does pop up in Ahsoka. I don't think he pops up in Solo at all. So
Oh, thank God for that.
so yeah, 5 movies for sure. 2 TV shows.
Mascot for
I do-
Star Wars.
One of the best villains of all time. We've done our villain tier ranking before, and he's always
Oh,
at the top.
seriously?
Oh yeah.
Was I? That must have been.
We've done it twice actually because like I forgot we did it the first time and then we did
Ah.
it again. So now there's 2 episodes of it.
All right, let's see.
All right, Krennic, dude. I love Krennic from Rogue One. This is Ben Mendelsohn who plays the guy who basically like got the Death Star built in Rogue One.
F.
F? No way, dude.
You don't like it because you built the
Did you hear
Death Star?
how he followed that up? The dude who got the Death Star built? F.
I mean, yeah, he's very evil, but like that's a good thing in this universe, you know.
Yeah.
Oh!
This dude, yeah. So like,
See.
when he lands on the planet with Galen Erso or whatever, and he's like, "We need your help to come build this Death Star." You know what I'm saying? Like, we need you. And he's like, "Nah, I can't. You know, my wife and daughter died. You know, I'm just been here. I'm not doing that anymore." And then like his wife comes out with a gun or whatever, and Ben Mendelsohn he's such a good actor. He just sells it. He's like, he points his gun at her, and he's like, she's alive. It's a miracle. Like he's just so damn good in this movie. And then like when they're fighting on the satellite at the end of Rogue One and the Death Star like jumps out of hyperspace and he looks up and sees like his creation about to fucking dust his ass. He's just such a good actor. I'm saying B or C for me, for sure. I like him more than Grogu. That's why I got him at B for me right now. But like, hey,
I don't know. I was kind of thinking C the whole time, but I guess I just only have him in that movie, so like
he's such like a slimy dude in this movie. He's always trying to like climb up the top. He even goes to Vader above or passes Tarkin and goes to Vader to like tell on him or whatever. He's like, "I built the Death Star," and he's taking all the credit for it. And then he like chokes him. He's like, "Careful not to choke on your aspirations."
Yeah, I'm gonna put him at C.
Hits
then
him with a
now.
dad
I'm good
joke,
with
dude.
Putting him down.
You guys are wrong.
Put him below Grogu.
he said I'm at B or C. C, wrong.
You guys are wrong. Like he's a better actor than most of the people on his fucking list. All right, we got Palpatine.
Oh, I still can't believe he was the same actor who played Palpatine in the old
He
series.
was not.
He wasn't? I thought he was.
No, they went back and fixed it. The old dude originally had like cat eyes and fucking. He was all messed up. But they went back and he did the scenes for the like superimposed versions or whatever. So like you can barely even find the original versions anymore.
VHS.
You'd have to go back pretty far. What do you think for Palpatine? The mastermind of everything.
Oh, I gotta go with A tier.
Yeah. He's a...
Like he doesn't
Are
do
there enough
much.
spaces on this fucking list?
What do you mean?
Like if we keep going with S and A, is it just?
I
go
think they
up?
get bigger. I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It'll drop down.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I've seen these lists on other.
Yeah, we got one more before. We got more Clone Wars characters, Kanan Jarrus. I'm assuming you guys haven't watched Clone Wars.
That's all you dog.
So this dude is played by Freddie Mercury. He's a badass. He loses his vision, and then eventually, maybe that's Ezra. I can't really.
I think that's Ezra.
I can't really tell from this small ass picture. Oh yeah, Kanan's down there further. Yeah, so this is Ezra. Also very cool. Sacrifices himself.
A tier.
Yeah, sacrifices himself to take Thrawn out of the equation. Very selfless act.
Thrawn. I see his blue ass over there.
Yeah, he's
And then
there.
his lightsaber is bitchin' too.
His lightsaber is super bitchin'. It's a gun.
So he can hide because they're hunting down Jedi. So he's got his lightsaber set up to be a gun, and then if he needs to, turns it into a lightsaber.
It's so dumb, dude.
So he actually has a gun sword.
Gunblade.
Gunblade, sorry.
I see what you tried to do there.
All right, we got Finn.
F tier.
FN 8217 or whatever. I'm not calling you that. I'm gonna call you Finn.
As an effing badass.
Yeah, my bad. I got him mixed up. I see him. He's down here. He's floating around down here. I like Finn so much. I like Finn so much in the first one. But then he kind of goes downhill as a character for me. Like in the first one, when like him and Poe are like interacting, it's like some of my favorite shit in the world, dude. He's like, "You need a pilot, don't you?" And he's like, "I need a pilot," and shit like that. But yeah, then he kind of like,
I don't know. Yeah, I'd base him off the whole trilogy though. I'd say like C.
yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that. He does kind of drop as a character in writing and stuff as the trilogy goes on.
General Kenobi.
S tier.
General Grievous, wrong, dude.
What?
I don't like Grievous as much as everybody else does.
I'm not super high on him. He just seems like a broken, like OP guy. Like you get 8 lightsabers and fucking robot arms, and you still get beat. So
yeah, and I mean he looks cool, and then he's like, I was trained in the Jedi arts by Dooku, and then all he does is spin them.
yeah,
So it's like, what? He just trained you to do that?
it's like my buddy that posted. It's like my buddy that posted the other day, like, oh, my kid's first jiu-jitsu class, but they were kickboxing.
Is that the same thing, right?
Nope.
Judo, chop.
So yeah, like D.
D for Dooku.
That's
C.
the only time I'll take C.
I don't know
Or
why you said
Dookie.
Dooku. It's,
Yeah,
it's Grievous.
Dookie.
It's Grievous.
It's fine. Zach can't read good.
Yeah, you can. I'm from Iowa.
Again, Grievous has got a cool backstory, but if we're just going off of the movies, then yeah, I like C for Grievous. All right, boys. We got Bill Weasley.
The fucking rat.
I know how much hatred you have for this girl at F, but this dude, you can put him right there.
He's pretty awful. Again, I think he suffers from a cool character that I kind of liked the gist of in the first movie, The Force Awakens, and then they just like immediately turned him into like this goofy comic relief like
Simp.
zip character. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I thought it was really cool how he was like vying to like, you know, take Kylo Ren's spot and like trying to, you know, sneak his way past him and all of that stuff. And I like that stuff. But then it just turns into like, yeah, he's kind of just getting bounced off the floor and stuff as everything goes around. And I don't know. I feel like they did a disservice to his character.
That's fair.
As we went on. A lot of sequel trilogy characters down here.
A or S for me on that one.
Thrawn is an A or an S for me, easy. What do you think, Tanner? You want to be the tiebreaker here?
I like A.
I like A for Thrawn. I think he's like an all-time GOAT, dude.
Because
Badass.
he's in Ahsoka.
Didn't we just get him at the end of the season, and we're supposed to get another season?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that? Ahsoka?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And then
how long are we waiting on that one for? It's been like years, hasn't
I
it?
have no idea. Yeah, it was last year Ahsoka came out, I believe.
Was it last year? Why do I feel like it was like 3 years ago?
Maybe last year or the year before, but yeah, no, it
Or
wasn't super long ago.
winter or January, February of last year.
Gotcha.
Because it makes it sound like it's ridiculous. Like Madam Web came out in 2024.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
January.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like right at the beginning of the year. That's why.
that's why it seems so long ago.
August 20.
All right, we got Tarkin, boys. How do we feel about Tarkin?
Oh, S tier.
S for Tarkin?
How about D for dog shit?
he's not the one who disbelieves of the space wizard magic stuff. Correct?
No, I mean that's unnamed guard number 6 or whatever. But he does have like a leash on Vader, which is pretty cool. Like Vader's choking that dude, and he's like, "Enough!" And then he's like, stops.
Kind of
That
like
was
they're
pretty cool.
almost equals in there.
He's actually, I think, a higher rank than Vader is.
Yeah.
But no, like his even just the acting of it, I always thought he was
But
so
I do
scary.
like I like B for it,
damn.
in my opinion, just because like if you're looking at A, I like all these characters way more than I like Tarkin. But like,
I put him right by Grievous, dude.
I like him more than Grievous.
More than Grievous?
Yeah, he does kind of go out like a bitch though, dude.
Yeah,
He wore slippers on set while filming. It's why you never see his feet.
What?
God.
Who said that?
Devin, that's a fun fact that I love.
Kevin, where are you at? Drive over here and
Especially-
finish this list with us.
He's in Brookings, but he'll be here next couple weeks from now.
Well,
What if
get
there's
him in
something
here,
more
man.
Star Warsy with him?
Him and Blake can have a
Blake can just stay home.
Little-
That's fine.
little kiss. All right, who's next? I guess whatever.
Oh, Han Solo. Come on, baby.
As for Solo, let's
Come
go.
on, baby. That's the easiest S tier I ever seen. Next.
He's alright.
I love
All
you.
right.
He's high. Get out of here, dog.
I was hoping you'd finish that.
I'm not even gonna defend it. What?
What's her name?
I love you.
Oh, I know. Oh, Hera. Yeah, so Hera is the pilot for the Rebels crew.
Yeah.
She's also in Ahsoka.
She's also in Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's what I remember from. I fuck with B or A.
She's just. Yeah, I'm okay with B. She's a very good character, and she's got. Yeah, I like B. I'm okay with B. I can't even see who this is.
I don't even know.
F.
Oh, it's the lady that tried to kill Padme in episode 2. That shapeshifter, right?
Oh.
Boss?
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I can't tell who that is. Sorry, everybody. We're gonna go.
It
B.
does kind of look like that. I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think because they got that thing on his shoulder. If somebody wants to tell me who that is in chat, we can reassess. I just can't recognize it from here.
F.
Bum, 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 bum,
For who?
Or whatever that thing is.
We'll get to it. I want to put it at F just in case it is somebody I'm forgetting.
Jabba.
All right, we got Jabba the Hutt.
I kind of want to say B.
B for big old boy.
Yeah. Well, he's a cool gangster, and the whole thing about like the Hutts are like immortal, and they've been here forever, and they control the outer
Rim job.
sectors.
Rim.
Outer rim job. Any arguments? I mean, no. B for big boy, dude. All right, now we got Jango Fett.
Wherever Boba Fett is, one above.
One above Boba Fett.
So A.
You like Jango more than Boba, huh? They look the same.
I mean,
Almost like they're related.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Down with the king. Regicide.
All right, Jyn Erso, boys. Jyn Erso from Rogue One. Let's see.
She's hot. That's about it.
Felicity Jones is an incredible actress. Fun fact.
Oh. She's in other
Um,
things?
I like her up at A.
I agree. I think she's better than Jango Fett,
Facts.
Ooh.
but I don't think Jango Fett should be an A, personally. All right, we got K2SO.
S tier.
Is this an S tier character, or did I just lose it again? Yep.
Did I just lose it again? Yeah, it's an S tier.
Yeah, he's pretty great, dude. He's pretty great. He's probably like the best part of about this movie.
I'm here to
Besides-
save you.
Yeah, please don't resist. Besides that Darth Vader scene at the very end. All right, here's Kanan Jarrus. So this dude's a bad motherfucker, dude. This is... I'm losing my shit here, man. This is Ezra's master.
Brother? Oh, I think it's a brother.
Nope,
Oh.
master.
Okay.
Loses his sight, played by Freddie Prinze Jr. Side note. Loses his sight, and then he's able, and then he,
Freddie Mercury.
and then he's forced to basically like relearn how to like see through the Force. It's fucking awesome, dude. One of the best character like arcs too. And then sacrifices himself, of course, to save the others, which Jedi often do.
Because he never finished the Jedi. He was a Padawan
Correct.
during the cleansing.
Correct. We see that in the Bad Batch. Yep.
The cleansing.
Order 66. What's the
I
better?
don't know why you would call that the cleansing.
Because they killed a bunch of Jedi.
He's weird, man. He's like.
That's kind of what they did.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoo! All right, we got Kylo Ren, boys.
C.
You like C for Kylo?
Yeah.
I'm actually a little higher on Kylo's character than other people. I think he's one of the better written characters in the trilogy because he's actually like interesting. Everybody else is just kind of like super like flat and like, oh yeah, Rey's the good guy. Rey's gonna be the good guy. Finn's a good guy. Finn's gonna be a good guy.
And he actually uses real sword
Like,
techniques.
and I thought it was really cool that like Kylo Ren was using like anger and temper tantrums and stuff to kind of try and push himself further away from the darkness or from the light because he felt like the light was seducing him and not the dark. And I really liked that about his character.
All right, I'm good with B if you want to bump it up.
Fuck yeah, I'm cool with B, dude.
Fuck
All
yeah.
I needed was somebody else to be like, yeah, Kanan
I
did
feel like
not.
they- I feel like they
Kanan
would
did
have done
not
more.
finish his Jedi training. That is a good point to mention.
Does Devin know who that weirdo is?
No, we never heard about it, so nobody ever yelled at us for it either. So, all right, we got Lando Calrissian. Lando Cal hit him with the Rizian, dude.
I want to say A or S tier on him. What a scoundrel!
I like Billy D. Williams, but can we just talk about one of the only things I like about Solo is Donald Glover playing him, and he's like in the ship, and he's like, "The Calrissian Chronicles, Chapter 2." Solo sucks, but he's like,
He made that movie.
what weirdo? I wasn't listening. It was this character right here. We can't recognize who this is. The picture's too small for us to see on my computer. I don't know if you can zoom in or not, but I can't zoom in on it. So,
We got Luke the Whiner next.
fucking call him Luke the Whiner, dude. You get the fuck out of my face, dog. I lost him again.
Oh, perfect spot.
You put some goddamn respect on goddamn Luke Skywalker's name. You know what I'm saying?
Drinking that milk titty.
You know
blue
him.
milk
Let us know
titty
who
milk.
it is. He's a slaver / traitor in the Clone Wars. I got you. Okay. I don't remember him. I know I'm a bad Star Wars fan. Yeah, I don't remember his name either. I'm not alone. We're good.
Mace Windu, S tier. The only one with the purple lightsaber.
S tier though. I mean,
Nah.
like if this dude could have just like
Listen.
been a little bit more like.
I like S tier, but I'm gonna say this to Zach. Hold on. Now, if it's this dude with a purple lightsaber and everything that he's done, but he was white, would you put him in S?
I mean, it's not.
He's like, is there a tier above S?
Is there a triple S?
It was worth a try.
Listen, I don't like S for Mace Windu simply because like he's so like
Arrogant. He does get to say his.
not arrogant. He's just so. I don't know the word for it, but like if you would have just taken 2 fucking seconds to stop and talk to Anakin, instead of being like, "We don't have time for this. You're going in jail too." He could have avoided all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like immediately he's like, "I don't like this kid, and I'm never gonna like this kid, and he's gonna know it." You know, like I feel like
Is he also the one that gives him the
outvoted you,
line
but-
of you have the title of master,
but not the. Or you can sit on the council,
you're-
but you don't have the rank of master.
which has never been done before.
It's true. It has never been done before. All right, we got Din Djarin, also known as the Mandalorian, also known as Daddy Pedro Pascal.
Also known as S tier.
S tier, you're thinking?
Fucking love that guy, dude.
I think he is better than all the
If
other bounty
Grogu's a
hunters.
fucking backpack and he's up here on this list,
I
this
think
dude
he's
gets
better
S
than
for carrying him.
I think I like him more than everybody in fucking.
Is he carrying the Mandalorian?
Is he what?
Does he carry the Mandalorian?
No. Yes.
Yeah, the show. That's what I'm saying. Is like
In my head, I'm
Yeah.
like, no, he carries Grogu a lot throughout the show.
That's true. It's true. All right, guys, we got Maz Kanata.
D.
A. I love Maz Kanata. The only thing I don't, and the only reason she's not an S tier, is because her eyes look like buttholes, and it freaks me out.
All right, if you're saying A and you're saying D, I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna go right at C.
But
All right, Obi-Wan Kenobi, boys. Some
Well-
would say the saving grace of the prequels.
So should we put him right above Anakin so he gets the high ground? Can we move him around?
Sure can.
Can you put Anakin right at K5? Yeah.
Sure can.
Thank you.
You bet I can. You goddamn bet I can, dude. Oh, and then I suppose we should do this.
why you got to do that?
Yeah, because it's all about canon. All right, we got
Yeah, dog.
Natalie Portman, who I will now refer to as Natalie Portman. I really, really, really hate how this character was treated in the prequels.
Yeah.
She starts off okay, pretty bearable in the first one, and then by the second and the third one, she's just almost unwatchable because they just give her nothing to do. Like, I guess she has a little bit to do in the Clone Wars when they get attacked and stuff, but mostly it's just like,
And then in 3, she's just pregnant.
we shouldn't do this at her fucking beach fuck house. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, how much?
I've thought about this a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I've thought about this a lot.
Catch
Dude.
me on
The
Zillow.
the Jedi Council was like, "Hey man, you ain't allowed to bust a nut, but also take this super hot girl to her beach vacation fuck pad and watch her there." And he's like, "Aye, aye, captains."
I mean, okay.
I'm not saying that should be like a sub like category on Zillow, but beach fuck house sounds kind of cool. Dude.
But yes, by the third one, she's just barefoot and pregnant the entire time, and then fucking dies from a broken heart.
Yep.
So, D.
There's a country song called
I
"Can You
mean-
Die from a Broken Heart."
Red Lantern Goku is correct.
What do you say?
Motherfucker, why is that not put at A or S tier?
He is on S tier.
Mace Windu?
Yeah, he's right there.
right there, dude.
Oh shit.
Let me see your hand.
Maybe I read that wrong then.
Naughty.
Okay, my bad.
Naughty.
I was reading. It takes
That's
me
why
a
you
while.
got a light slap, okay? Gotcha, Kyle. Moving forward.
All right, we got Poe Dameron.
S.
Possibly the
S.
best part about the sequel trilogy.
S.
Yeah.
I think it's like the only enjoyable part of that trilogy, really.
I
Like
just love this
character-wise.
actor too, dude. He's so fucking good.
Oscar Isaacs? Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude, he's fucking incredible.
Moon
Everything he
Knight.
touches, I love.
Remember that time in The Last Jedi when he was like the funnest, most exciting character to watch, and then they just stick him on a spaceship and don't let him leave the entire movie?
Dude,
That
I
was
was
pretty
like, what is it when they're like looking at each other? He's like, "Were you gonna say something or should I say something?"
Who talks first? Do you talk first? Do I talk first?
I fucking
It's his
love
first
it,
line in the movie. That's his first line in the
S.
movie, I think, right?
S.
No, it's not the first line in the movie. The first line in the movie is "This will begin."
Most memorable.
But yeah, it's very funny. And then like where he's like fucking escaping with Finn or whatever, and he like grabs him on the shoulders and he's like, "We're gonna do this." Finn, it's nice to see you. Where's my droid?
Where's my droid?
All right, we got Princess Leia or Leia Organa.
Or Leia, brother kisser.
Ooh.
Brother kisser.
A is
That's
fine.
true. You like A?
A for another princess.
Where's the other princess?
D for D's nuts, all right?
Wait, isn't Padme also princess?
Padme's not in A.
She's a senator.
Padme's in D right now,
Oh.
and she was a queen.
Oh shit.
Put some goddamn respect.
RTD2. Where would B-
R2D2, huh?
I think we put BB-8 at S tier. So I'm good with
No, we put BB-8 in A.
I'm good with A for R2D2 then.
Tanner?
A.
You like A too? They fly now straight to F tier. Who flies to F tier? Poe Dameron? I like Poe Dameron.
I love Poe Dameron around here. Poe Damn!
Because they have that little cute
If you
interaction.
ignore all the awful shit in those movies, then
Poe Dameron's a G, dude.
he's a G.
And he's
Great.
like, I'm not saying those movies are just bad, but like they make them watchable. I didn't shut them off for that reason.
I don't remember much of The Last Jedi.
Who's the fucking 3-pointed crown dude at the bottom?
That is Darth Maul's brother.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him in a second. But for now, we got Ray.
Yeah, I'm good with C tier.
You just dropped it there for no reason. Yeah, I'm good with
I
that.
just kind of put it in the middle so that we can kind of
It's
see
easier to
everybody
move it up
around.
and down.
Ray gets a lot of hate.
Hear me out, and I'm going to start this off kind of fucked up. I like Lando more than I like her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true for me. I think Ray gets a lot of hate for just kind of doing the same things Luke Skywalker did. But also, she's got an awesome theme song.
Actually, you know what?
She's got an awesome theme song. Ray's theme is fucking awesome.
I also don't think she should be.
I just think
anywhere
she's a
near
little boring.
Kylo.
I think. What's that?
I think we have to put her above Kylo Ren, though.
Well, she's in the same tier as
Right
Kylo.
now, but I think she has to be above him.
You're thinking A for her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
She's-
kind of think like maybe.
B, I like B.
kinda
I
think
just
she
like, God, I
might
just
be.
don't.
Kind of think she might be right where she belongs, right here in B. In my opinion, I'm just kind of trying to see.
Does she beat out Carrie Fisher?
No, but I like her more than
Okay.
Grogu and Finn and stuff.
Okay.
So that's why
B,
I'm
B
saying.
seems like B's fine then. I'm like, damn. I feel like if Kylo's at B, then I'm like, God,
I just feel like Rey is boring. I don't think she's a bad character. I don't think she's written badly. I just think like all of the interesting stuff that they like were teasing with us, they just went the opposite way and turned it into Return of the Jedi again, which is boring. Like, how cool would it have been if these movies were like, oh yeah, maybe she does like kind of try and delve into the dark side a little bit, and then like Ben Solo has to come back and like try and pull her back. Like these movies could have been very cool.
That would have been real fucking good.
More of the yin yang.
Like
of
they
everyone.
start off
And by dark side, he means butt
on two different sides of the Force,
Nice.
and then they bob and weave to the opposite sides of the Force. Like Ben does come back after Han Solo, comes back and talks to him through the Force, and his mom dies, and he does weave back, and then Rey does weave over into the dark side, and then now it's on Ben to kind of weave her back. It could have been so
Could've
cool.
been really cool.
It could have been very, very cool. However, Kylo just switches flip-flops back over to the light side like Darth Vader does, and then they both work together to defeat Palpatine. It turns into Return of the
They
Jedi
literally
again, and
have
that's just boring to me.
Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, and Rey Skywalker have the same exact storyline.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, kind of boring. Anakin's a little different because he does embrace the dark side fully. So,
Yeah.
but then comes back. Luke and Rey never like fully
'Cause
embrace the dark side.
Born on long stays on a desert planet, gets taught by an old,
All right,
grumpy individual.
I want to preface this by saying Kelly Marie Tran is a wonderful actress. I got nothing against this actress. She got death threats and suicide requests and all sorts of stuff for her portrayal as Rose. With that being said, Rose is an awful character. This is no
You're
disrespect to
saying
her.
she was written.
Put her right
terribly.
next to the
She was
Weasley
written
brother.
terribly, and she was given almost next to nothing like interesting to do. And then when she does do something, it's like the worst thing that she does in the movie. And that's not the actress's fault. That is the character's fault, and it makes the character not enjoyable to watch.
Is she even in The Last Jedi?
She is for like 2 seconds. They write her out. They're like, "Oh yeah, I gotta stay on the ship and fix this stuff," and they're like, "Okay, bye," and then leave her. But like I said, I have no hate against Kelly Marie
disappointed
Tran.
character.
But yeah, I'd say even maybe F.
Yeah, I was like, put her next
Damn.
to the Weasley brother, but not by the actor's fault.
Not because of the actress. I just want to say that. Like, I got no hate against that. I just don't like the character. And so on and so forth. Now we got Sabine Wren.
Oh, S tier.
One of my favorite characters in the
Yeah.
entire thing, dude. I am with you.
She is a Mandalorian.
Oh yeah,
She gets the
yeah.
dark
She was in
The
the
blade.
dark saber. Didn't she have the dark saber
No,
at some point?
I thought
probably
she
at
did.
some point, yeah. But yeah, she's got it in this picture. I just mean in Ahsoka, she doesn't have it. She
You could
just
leave her
has-
right there then.
Yeah, she definitely has to.
Okay, good.
Like me and Zach are on, and then the
Yeah.
live action actress that they cast to play her too. She's very good. I like her a lot.
She's kind of like Jinx, not as crazy.
Not as crazy,
Yeah, that's a.
Turn off. I like him crazy.
and she's also Ahsoka's like apprentice in Ahsoka. So like I like that a lot.
Is that what? Tally? Is she crazy? Does she have a bunch of tattoos?
Some.
Oh my god, she's going to hell.
I knew you were Irish.
All
I
right,
know
we
you're
got
Irish
the
Catholic.
tri. All right, we got the Tri-Spike brother.
Who
I-
the fuck is that guy?
So this is Darth Maul's brother.
You're already putting him at S tier?
No. I just want you to be able to see everybody. I've said
Okay,
this
alright.
multiple
Like a
times in
zillion
this
times,
episode.
Zach.
Well, usually put it in the middle, so like, oh shit, like he's going all the way up, and like, hear me out. Let's see if we can lower it.
There, now,
Okay,
he's-
ooh, okay,
now you
maybe-
can see
okay.
everybody around. Okay, is that okay? All right. Below Darth Maul for sure. Below Thrawn for sure. I think Thrawn's a little low. Now that I'm looking at this list, I think
Thrawn
Thrawn.
A is low?
I think Thrawn could be S tier, honestly. Yeah, maybe like right along that B line.
I've
Maybe
never
even
seen-
C.
Never
What-
seen the
what was
dude
his
and I don't know what he
accomplishment?
does.
Like, what was
This is
his
the
like
dude- this is the
coup
dude
de
with the
grace?
spider legs that you were talking about?
I thought that was Darth Maul.
No, it's his brother.
Does Darth Maul
Darth Maul
not
has
get...
metal legs, but not
Oh,
like
okay.
the spider legs.
Oh, gotcha.
So what are you saying? You're saying less C, Zach? What are you saying?
Well, what is his accomplishments? Like, what is his big fame other than just being Darth Maul's brother?
Hmm.
B.
Not much.
Hmm.
I'd even say C, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Just
like,
because,
if
I
you're
think-
not saying he's got any accomplishments,
I'd say yeah, because he's not quite on the Lando Calrissian level for me. And then last but not least, we have Snoke.
oh, D tier.
So stupid.
I wish he was such a better villain.
They could have made that so cool, dude.
Yeah.
They could have made that so cool, and then they just like dropped the ball again with fucking
Poor
the whole
writing.
clone shit, dude. Ugh, it's awful. What do you
'Cause-
do?
He wasn't. Was he actually real, or was he just a Palpatine?
He was a clone. Yeah. He was real. Like you
But
can
like a
see
clone.
at the end of like the last one, Rise of Skywalker, like there's test tubes full of other clones that look just like Snoke. So, yeah. Anyways, that's our list, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that's not too bad. Like I said, it's impossible to win with Star Wars stuff. Somebody's always going to hate your opinions on it. But that's why they're your opinions. We did vote, and I think we did pretty good. You can't see any of S tier right now, unfortunately, because of that ad. But what do you do?
Oh dang! It wasn't there
Endure.
for a while.
What's that?
It wasn't there when we were on the other screen. But
Or no, as in like I was looking at this.
Well, yeah, because when I interact, I can scroll up and show it. So,
Um,
like, it's not like it blocked S tier the entire time. Everybody watching was able to see what we put in S tier. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. We're going to wrap this up. We are sitting at an hour and a half. That's a good chunkier episode than normal, but we did have quite a few characters to go through on this list. This website's cool. I'm going to see if I can maybe try and figure out a way to get these fucking ads to go away. But
ad
yeah,
blocker's
they
not
have
working.
Pokemon lists, they have Zelda lists, video game, movies, all sorts of lists.
It's gonna really help you out.
It's gonna help me out a lot. Because yeah, I gotta like download all these pictures and add them into all this shit, and I just don't like doing that. So this is gonna be very, very nice for your boy Kyle. Thanks for watching, Devin. YouTube, I forget. Like I said, it doesn't say your name, so I'm sorry I can't give you a shout out, but we do appreciate you popping in and saying hello and talking with us. Fernando popped in for a little bit. Good to see you, brother. We're going to wrap up the show. Remember, twitch.tv/velocitypod is where you can go to subscribe to the podcast and help us out. Every subscription helps the podcast get new, better equipment, so on and so forth. You can also go to Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you're more of an audio podcast listener. That's okay, too. Some housekeeping to keep up for this week. If you like game streams, Tanner in the morning, he plays Majora's Mask. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Him and his lady will be playing Split Fiction at night. Oh, no, you're out of town.
I work.
Oh, you work. Okay, so I will likely probably jump on some Expedition 33 or something then.
If it's slow, I'll watch.
And then Wednesdays, we are starting a new Pokemon Nuzlocke because our computer started on
Fucking
fire.
fire.
Started on fire during the marathon stream. On Saturday, we did a 12-hour marathon stream. The computer started on fire, and we lost our fucking Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. That sucks. But we're gonna start.
win.
Yeah, we're gonna start Diamond or Pearl on Wednesday at 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Brand new Nuzlocke, so check that out. And then Thursday, Friday will be probably Claire Obscure for Thursday and Fallout for Friday. And that's the lineup. Check out the Twitch page if you want to see the full lineup of everything. I got that updated finally.